Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over how I got this look right here using pretty much one palette. You heard that right, I just used one palette for the entire face and the eyes. I used these shades right here not only to contour with and highlight my face, but also to do this entire eye look as well. But yeah, I can't really say enough good things about this palette. I really do not know why I don't hear more people talk about Profusion, because every time I go to the store, like I like to shop at Burke's and sometimes Ross, just depends, but anytime that I go to a store like that, I always hit up the makeup section and look for Profusion stuff. Just, it works so good. It's so pigmented and it blends out really easily and really nice. But I also tried out some new lip products today. I got these two liquid lips from the dollar store and they're by Broadway Colors. It is matte lip lacquers and they actually work really well. I'll give you a quick little swatch of the two shades. I mixed them on my face today. So here's the pink shade. This is number 4, I think is what it is. And it's just a really pale baby pink shade. It's very pretty neutral shade. And then there is this one, which is number 3. I'll put it right next to that one. And it's a very deep neutral. It is very pretty. And mixing the two together gave me this lip combo right here, which I actually like quite a bit. When I went to the dollar store, they were pretty much sold out of all of these except these two. That I got the last two that were on the shelf. I don't know what the other colors are, but I really, really like them. So that's pretty much everything that I feel like I need to tell you guys. If you want to see how I got this look on my face right here, just keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave and always be you. Okay, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's raining like crazy outside, so I apologize for that. But I got some new makeup yesterday and I wanted to test it out and see what I could come up with it. And I got the Broadway Colors matte lip lacquer. I got the shade number 4 Pink Drop, which looks like this, and the number 03, which is called One Fine Day, and it looks like this. And here is a side-by-side of the two colors. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. So I think what I'm going to do is a bit of a bronzy look. We might go with a bronzed eye. So I'm just going to take the palette that I used to do my entire face with. I used this palette, well, I didn't use it on my whole face, but I used it to pretty much set everything and contour and bronze up. So I used this shade here, I used this shade here a little bit of this guy, and I do have some of this on as a highlight, but I also have Becca's Opal on there. So for my eyes, I want to actually use this as a double duty palette, and my eyes are already primed and set in place, so nothing's going to go anywhere. And I'm going to start by taking this shade here and this shade here and putting them in the crease. And this doesn't have to be anything super precise. I'm actually taking this e.l.f. brush. I'm not really sure what this brush is technically supposed to be used for, but I'm using it for this purpose. So I'm going to start with that lightest one and just put it in the crease just to really get a transition shade going and really blow this out. And I'm going to take that next shade and also put it in the crease pretty carelessly. Like, I mean, you know, keep it on your eyes and everything, but you don't have to be really precise with this. This one's just going to also help you to blow out the shadows. And I think I'm actually going to just take that shade right there and put it all over the lid as well. I'm sure I'll come back later and put something else on the lid, but for now I'm just going to go ahead and put this on there as well. I'm going to keep this brush on hand and use it just for blending purposes, but I'm going to go ahead and pick up a smaller brush that's a little bit more precise and go ahead and start putting some depth into my eyes. So I'm going to pick up this shade and start working it into the crease, and then I'll deepen up the outer corner with this shade here. And I'm making sure to keep my eyes open because I have hooded eyes and I want to make sure that I can actually see my shadows. But if I look down like this at the mirror, it's not going to help me, because when I open my eyes, all my shadow is going to disappear. So if you're like me and you have hooded eyes, you may want to keep your eyes open, like just look straight ahead the whole time you're putting on your makeup. You can tilt your head back a little bit just to help get right in that crease, but for the most part you're definitely going to want to keep your eyes open all the way. And my right eye seems to actually be a little bit more hooded than my left eye. Don't know what's up with that, but we'll make it work. Okay, I'm just going to pick up that first brush, and you can see I got a little bit shadow happy over here, so I'm just going to blend that away. Going back with that crease brush, I'm going to pick up the darkest shade and push it onto the outer corner and keep it very far out there. I don't want it to come onto the lid hardly at all. With this one, I will blend it, but I'm mostly right this second just patting it on and pushing it into my eyelid rather than sweeping it. And it may not look like it makes a huge difference at first, but as you build it up, you'll see it really does make a big difference. Okay, now that I have the crease looking pretty much the way I want it to look, I'm going to take a little bit of setting spray. This one is by Urban Decay, the All Nighter spray. It's just a little sample size. And then I'm going to take a flat-ish, fluffy-ish shader brush and just spray it just a little bit, get it a little bit damp, and then I'm going to go right into the highlighting shade. This is the shimmery shade in this palette. I'm going to go into the corner area so that it doesn't completely soak my eyeshadow and build that up on the brush, and you can see it's just going to kind of foil it a little bit, and I'm going to put that right on the lid. And also on the tear duct as well. By wetting the brush like that, it's just going to help get all the pigmentation from that shadow that is absolutely possible. And we're going for a very glowy look here, so we want it to be as glowy as possible. And then once that dries, I'm actually going to go over it again with a little bit of the dry highlight shade. And just keep adding a little bit at a time until you get it the intensity that you want. Okay, now I'm going to take that same highlight shade and apply it to just under my brow bone. I did switch brushes. This is just a little smudger brush. It's actually an Urban Decay Naked Basics dual-ended brush. So this end has got like a flat shader side, and then this end's like a smudger brush. I'm just taking the smudger side, and I want it to be right up at the brow bone, and I don't want it to overtake the entire eye, you know what I'm saying? Then one more time, I'm going to take this blending brush and just go around the edges to marry the two shades together up here at the top. Now it's time to move on to the lower lash line. So I'm going to take the second darkest shade that I used, and I'm going to apply that using a smudger brush all over the lower lash line. And apparently poke myself in the eye in the process. And I want to take it all the way up to meet this outer shadow that's on the upper lid. And I'm going to take that same brush and just wipe it off and go into the lightest shade, the shimmery shade, and marry the lower lash line to the inner corner highlight as well. Alright, now it is time to line the eyes. For liner, I'm going to use the Maybelline Define-A-Line in Ebony Black and line the upper and lower. What? Look at that. You see that crap? Man, that blows, guys. That blows. Well, I guess I'm not going to be taking that one right now. To line my upper lash line, I'm going to take the e.l.f. Precision Liquid Liner. This one is not waterproof, so if you're going to be wearing this look somewhere, I would personally suggest wearing a waterproof eyeliner, but I have no intention of going anywhere, so I'm just going to use this. And as you can see, I'm sure I'm going to have to clean this up with a little bit of concealer. I'm just going to go ahead and sharpen up this side too, just so they look the same. And then for the upper and lower waterline, I'm going to take the Milani retractable pencil in the shade black and just apply it as usual. And I'm not going to be using any falsies today, so for mascara I'm taking the Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara because it is the bomb. This look could definitely be added to for sure. I mean, you could take away, like you could go more natural without using the shimmery eyeshadow or without having the black liner. But you could definitely add to it by adding false lashes or changing up the lip color and adding some black to the crease. That would definitely amp up the drama. But this is about as dramatic as I'm feeling today. Alright, now it's time for lips. Okay, for lips, I'm going to take both of these shades. I'm going to put the darkest shade on the outer part of my lips and then the lightest shade on the inner part and see what that looks like. These feel really good. It's not drying at all. It feels really nice. And I'm just going to take the lightest shade and put it right in the center of the lip and blend them together. And I'm just going to dab it on there because I really don't want to ruin this one. I'll use my finger. I really don't want to ruin that one. And just because I want to be extra right now, I'm going to take a little bit of that highlight shade again and just like barely any and just put it right on the center. And there you have it. That is everything. I really hope you enjoyed this. This palette right here, I don't know how much it costs to buy this thing outright, but it is totally worth it. Like, this entire look pretty much came from this palette. I highly recommend it. I love Profusion. I don't know why I don't hear more people talk about them because they're amazing quality. Can't really say enough good stuff about it. I love Profusion. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe and always be you.